Anybody there?
All right, all right. Well, I want to welcome you guys to yet another episode of the Dad Hat Chronicles. With me today, I got Mr. Whipple. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you been?
I have been good. I have been working.
Yeah, I know the feeling. First of all, I am going to give you plenty of kudos on this wall that you have. I
Appreciate
see lots of Indians hats. I see some is that a Columbus Crew? And I'm sorry, not Columbus Crew, the Blue Jackets, Akron Rubber Ducks.
There is a Blue Jackets hat. However, there is also a crew hat.
There it is. Yeah. Cool, man.
A little bit of everything up there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. So let's go ahead and let's jump right in. Tell me what got you, what was that first moment that you knew you were going to be a sports fan, that you wanted to collect? What was that moment, man?
So collecting, I've always kind of had hats.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like fitteds or snapbacks or whatever, just hats. But like my very first hat ever is actually from Little League.
No, oh yeah.
And I still have like the games we won. They gave us a star for each one.
So you the little pins, stars.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, so you were the Cubs in your Little League?
2 years in a row, same jersey number. They actually didn't have my jersey for the second season. So for some reason that didn't grow from one year to the other.
So you just used the same one? I just
wore the exact same jersey, completely different sponsor, but I mean, it's okay.
Who cares, right? Whatever. That's pretty cool, man. So that was your first hat, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So what was that moment though? Like you just like, I love sports, like, did you go to an event? Did you do something? What was it?
So the moment was actually me hopping on lids and just kind of falling in love with hats all over again.
Yeah.
Because I used to always get hats that were blank, as I was working with Coca-Cola for like 2 years and I couldn't wear any corporate logos, couldn't do anything. So I would get a blank hat, I go to lids, I say, hey, want to get my name on it.
Yep.
One day they call me off an embroidery form. They're like, hey, you come in here all the time. You want to get paid for it? I'm like, okay.
And you just started working there?
Yep. Started out as a seasonal employee, worked my way up to management.
Dude, that's awesome. So there's like, okay, listen, you're spending a lot of money. Why don't we just go ahead and just have you come in, work with us, get the discount? Why not?
Yeah. Although I will tell you this, if it's NFL, Major League, MLS, NHL, anything Major League,
yeah,
I'm buying it from lids. Anytime it's the minor leagues, support the minor leagues, buy it from the team. I don't care how much I get off, I'm gonna buy it from the team.
That's, you know what, I love that, because that's how I do it. I love going and searching their website and seeing what they have. So that's awesome. So how many hats do you have, dude?
So last time I counted, it was 400 even. However,
what?
I'm probably at 406 or 407 now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You by far right now, you have the record of the most hats that I've of the people that I've spoken to on this podcast. You got the most hats, dude.
Although kudos to Count the Baseball, I only have 4 ice cream helmets.
That's pretty cool though. 400. So now I see that you have some dad hats, you have some fitted hats. Do you have any stretch fits or anything like that? Those 3930s? Okay, so you don't discriminate. You go for all of them.
Oh yeah, if I like it, I'm gonna wear it.
That's awesome. That's cool, man. I love that. So you're like me. You want to go in and you want to support the minor leagues, and you go in there and get it, huh?
Yeah, I was at up at First Energy like last week or early last week, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a hat while I was up there because I'm like, all right, I got room in my suitcase.
Heck yeah. Which one
so
did you get?
so I got the dog pound. I think it was a draft hat from 2 years ago, maybe last year,
Oh,
2 years ago.
nice. Dog pound. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns, baby.
And then I picked up two others from Jacobs Field because it will never be progressive. Always Jacobs Field.
Yeah, they will still be, yeah, Jacobs Field. I don't know. I
So
think they might be changing the name eventually. I think their contract is over this year. So
as I actually made this.
wow. So you had that stitch. It's still the Jake on the side.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool too, man. That's awesome. So I know you collect hats, but you also
Yeah.
told me that you have a large collection of is it Funko Pops?
So Funko Pops, bobbleheads, souvenir cups, Browns memorabilia, uh, pretty much anything Cleveland.
Dude. So your whole house is just full of stuff. Man, you're turning your camera. Oh my god, that's a lot of Funko Pops.
So Funko
And then
Pops,
bobbleheads right there. Yeah, look at that. So I got that little Browns mini helmet. Is that those Lego stadium
so
boxes?
that is not the Lego Stadium. That's actually the 3D one where it lights up in the middle.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
However, this is definitely Lego.
Oh yeah, the helmet, Lego. Yep. Love it. So you're not a Browns fan at all. You're a huge Steelers fan, right?
Oh, what in the world?
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
Uh
whenever somebody in black and yellow walks into work, I let the other person help them.
like someone else can help them. Well, I have you know that I actually married the enemy. My wife is from she's like in you're in Ohio, so she's from Youngstown area.
Yeah.
So it's like 50-50. Her family grew
Yep.
up, there. So
Hey, go
she's a
Penguins.
Steelers fan. I was like, listen, honey, it's okay. I still forgive you. Don't worry. That's cool, man. So do you just like let me ask you this. So do you just collect them as you go? How do you do your collection?
So the Funko Pops, I started out, I was mainly wrestling
Yeah.
as I went through like a huge wrestling phase where like I was going to wrestling events every single month
Mm-hmm.
and I was sitting front row. All the wrestlers knew who I was. I
Oh,
knew who
for
they
real?
because I mean, major shout out to Reality Wrestling. That was like where I felt back in love with wrestling too. So
Okay.
that's down in Texas City, Texas.
That's okay. So that's like in local Texas
Yeah,
wrestling.
owned by
That's pretty
Booker
cool.
T.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty cool. Back in when I was in college, now I'm dating myself now, but when I was, early 2000s, that my roommates that used to watch it, I used to sit down and watch, wrestling. I was just like, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's like the men's version of a oh god, what was that? A soap opera. That's
Yeah,
what I like to call it.
yeah, very
That's
much so.
that's cool, man. So, all right. So let's talk some hats because you got a lot of them, man. Now tell me your process of picking a hat. Now, do you go to the place? Do you do like I do, like on the internet? What's your
So
process?
living in a town where there is not minor league baseball other than the town I'm in for 2 hours any direction.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I mean Corpus Christi's like 2 hours away plus Round Rock, San Antonio, uh, technically the Midland Rock Hounds. I mean, if you
Mhm.
anything in Texas is like 2+ hours away.
Oh wow, that's a
Like,
pretty yeah.
yeah. So a lot of mine is online. Uh, so to me, like social media managers,
Mhm.
they make or break the sale for me. Is
Yeah,
if they can communicate and make that connection, then that's like the number one seller to me.
yeah, I agree. That's you're right though, because there's a lot of social media teams for the minor leagues that they just are not too. they don't respond to a lot of the people, the
Yeah,
fans and all that. And I think that's where you're right. They can lose a lot of their fans that way and sale at the same time. And it doesn't take much, right? Because all you have to do is just answer a social media post on Twitter or
yeah.
Instagram. It doesn't really matter.
I think you and me have both been through that with a certain someone.
Yeah, I'm still holding out hope they'll eventually answer me one day, but we'll see. You know who you are, scrappers.
We've seen you out there in Niles.
Yeah, right. I've been there. I know where you guys are. So you are in Texas now. Were you always in Texas your whole life?
So I was born in California, raised in Texas. My dad is from Lake County, so which is about an hour east because you can't really get north of
No, yeah.
Cleveland. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're out in the suburbs. Yep. It's like right by me, about 15-20 minutes.
So we actually went up there last week to see my grandma, and we got to go to an Indians game, and we got to go to Cedar Point actually in the process.
Oh wow.
So
You took the
yeah,
trek up there, huh?
I mean, got to come on, we're coaster enthusiasts.
Hey,
But
there you go.
we passed the Crushers on the way, so we got
Hmm.
to see the stadium all lit up, and they got a beautiful venue out there.
It's nice. It's really nice. I've been inside a couple times, and let me tell you, it's one of the nicer ones out there. You're in Cedar Point, so in Sandusky, they actually have a collegiate team in Sandusky.
Yeah.
They're called the Ice Haulers, I think they're called.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I passed their venue as well.
yep, it's brand new. All of that, it's all spanking
Yeah.
new. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you picked a good game, by the way. You picked a very good
Oh yeah,
game
the one of the
for
two
the
they won
Indians.
last week.
Yeah, man. I was like, I'm watching the game and sitting at home. I'm like, man, this kid picked a great game to go because it was exciting the whole time.
That home run that went to Heritage Park,
Mm-hmm.
I was directly to the left of it.
You're talking about the Bradley Zimmer one?
Yes.
Oh man, that thing he.
So, however, I was sitting on the third baseline in concessions.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I love it. So, um, let's talk. Tell me some more because I really want to get to you. You just like you're like me, right? You just search the I call it the interweb. um,
So
Go
when
ahead.
it comes to minor league caps, that collection actually started like getting intense.
Hmm.
2 years ago after I got back from Ohio the first time.
Hmm.
Because the rubber ducks hat right here,
Yeah, I see that
Lucky
the rubber ducky one. Yeah.
I bought that um, before I went up, but I brought it with me to Akron, so I wore it at the game.
Oh,
And
cool.
then the one directly above it with the duck on it,
Yep.
bought that and probably 9 other of them while I was up there because we actually toured the ballparks.
Oh,
So we went to
nice,
Lake County, Akron, Columbus, and Cleveland,
dude.
all in
You
like
you
72 hours.
That's pretty cool because like those and they're not too close to each other, right? Because
Oh,
you
not at
go,
all.
yeah,
Because
Columbus is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away.
we went to Kings Island and then hit Columbus on the way back.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So that's kind of where it took off. And
Hmm.
then being in lockdown with COVID and everything, and seeing all these like wallpaper Wednesday posts, like you look through my little camera roll,
Yeah.
and it's great minor league wallpapers. But like seeing all the social media interaction, going back to that,
Hmm.
and just seeing the different teams going back and forth, and seeing all the different deals they were running,
Yeah.
that's when it kind of took off. As I figured, got nothing better to do. I'm sitting here, just
Hmm.
just sitting ready, waiting for the world to open back up for a little bit.
Yeah. And
And I
then
figured,
you
why
guys
not?
weren't open for a while, were you?
Yeah, we were closed down for 3 months.
Oh man, that's rough.
So I mean, luckily we're back open now, but I mean,
Hmm.
it's one of those things where you're like, am I gonna go back? Am I gonna get to do my job? Like,
Right. You get to
is
appreciate everything nowadays.
God, we're easily doing like twice as much now as we were. So that's the craziest part.
That's
Past
good.
are very much a thing now. But
That you
yeah, definitely in terms of collecting, the minor leagues came in during lockdown, but everything else has kind of always been there.
You just always like, want to visit and just go for it, huh?
Oh yeah.
What about the bobbleheads? Is it mostly Cleveland Indians? What
So
kind
the
of
bobbleheads, two of them I got while I was up there in that trip,
hmm
because I had a Sandy Alomar Jr. and a Roberto Perez bobblehead I got from the Indians and the Captains.
Yep. Yep.
And then everything else was actually mystery boxes for the most part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you order
So
the
I
mystery
have,
box from the team, huh?
yeah. So that Vlad Guerrero bobblehead that Lansing gave out this year,
hmm
I've actually had it since the off season last year because they gave it to me in the mystery box.
Oh, that's awesome. So
Yeah,
you're like, yep, sorry guys, I have that. I don't even have to go over there and get it because I already have it.
essentially. And I'll send out the occasional tweet of, "Hey, so longtime fan, first time listener,
Yeah, I
uh,
see.
like so I'm in Texas, you're in Ohio. How much do I have to donate to get you to send me that bobblehead?"
I saw one of your tweets. I was just looking at it. I was like, that's super smart. Right. Okay, listen, tell me your charity of choice. I'll donate it. I just want the bobblehead.
Yeah,
Now, has that worked?
it's worked for other people. Figure why not try it?
Yeah, why
But
not? I
not
mean,
for me. Not for me.
they can either say yay or nay or not answer at all.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. Let me ask you, how many ballparks have you been to besides here
So,
in Ohio?
oh, God bless. I don't even think that many. I've been to like I've really only been to like three or four.
Really?
That I've probably been to more in Ohio than I have in Texas, which shows you the level of commitment.
There you go. I love it. I mean,
But yeah,
listen,
I've
to
been
be a
to
Browns fan, there has to be some commitment because there was a lot of years of hurt.
God, let's see. I The only times I've been to the Texans in the last 4 years have both been Browns games.
hmm
I've been to Minute Maid probably three or four times. Three of them were in the last five, or three or four times in the last 5 years. Three of them were Indians games.
Okay.
And then Skeeters games, I used to always go as I lived right down the road from them.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
yeah.
And now
So, I
they're
mean, it was,
affiliated teams. So
yeah.
I
And
actually
it's
got
weird.
just got their hat not too long ago, the yellow one and the dad
Yep,
hat.
the dad
Yeah.
hat. Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
it's weird seeing some of the independent guys that used
Mhm.
to be on the team just walking around town sometimes.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm
They
like,
still
are
live
you supposed
around
to be on
town?
the baseball field?
God. And so they haven't played or anything.
So the one that I actually ran into the other day was the captain of the Skeeters, but he was playing down in I want to say Mexico this
Oh,
year.
really? In the Mexican
Yeah,
League?
yeah.
Okay. That's pretty
So I mean,
cool.
ran into him. I was like kind of out of there. I'm like, "What's up, Captain?"
Like he's just walking around. I was like, yeah, I'm off now. I'm not playing anymore.
It's something about baseball players that like they carry themselves with just this elongated swagger, and you just know they play baseball. Because you're like, I've run into all sorts of different athletes in my
Yeah.
time at Lids, but it's something about baseball players when you're just like, you play baseball, don't you?
Yeah.
You're like, yep.
You played baseball at some time in your life. I know you have. Tell me.
Because I mean, I've run into a couple of different corners. I've run into Andre Johnson a couple of times.
Really?
So that he's super genuine, so down to earth.
That's pretty
But
cool.
yeah, I mean, anybody I've run into has been awesome. Just
They're
never
they'll
never
never
above
say no.
themselves, always kind of level down to earth.
That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I mean, that's the way it should be, right?
Oh, 100%.
Listen, yeah, you get paid to play a game. That's pretty much
Yeah,
what it is. You're playing a kid's game and you're getting paid, whether it's in the minors or it's in the majors or even,
yeah,
NFL, NBA, whatever, you know?
yeah. Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. So, do you have any plans for any kind of travels for watch any games, or you're just waiting how
So
things go in the fall?
this year, I'm actually kind of toning it down as I'm having my wedding ceremony in September.
Oh
Technically
man.
already married, and
Wow,
then
look at you. Congrats,
you
man.
actually you can see that.
Oh, and our Brown's wedding band. That's awesome.
So we're technically already married, but we're
Mhm.
having the legitimate big ceremony in September. So
Nice.
just kind of had it in the backyard, got it out of the way, got all the complicated matters out of the way at
Yeah, the
least.
legal part.
Yeah, and then we're doing the big thing out in like small town Texas.
That's pretty cool, man. Hey, man,
Thank
congratulations.
you, thank you.
Oh man, September when?
September 17th.
There you
That's
go.
so 17 is actually my lucky number.
Oh
We
yeah.
got, and then September has always kind of been our month because we
Mhm.
met in September. We got engaged in September at the Skeeters, and then we it's always been September for us.
All
So
right. Wait. Hold
oh
on.
yeah, I kind of brushed on past that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Hold on. Let's reel it back in.
So
You got engaged at a Skeeters game.
section 26, row 2, seats 3 and 4.
Wait, tell me the story, man. Come on.
So our second date was at a Skeeters game,
Okay.
and uh, I had kind of been like gauging her interest on like what I could do to propose to her,
Yeah.
because like Skeeters were kind of our like go-to date night,
Hmm.
and I was kind of like, hey, so if I propose to you at Minute Maid, are you gonna kill me? She was like, I might. I'm like, all right, cool, tone it down then. Let's scale it back just a little bit.
Right.
I was like, we got an independent team, Skeeters. They're not that busy, but it's still kind of cute.
Yeah.
So I I mean, my wife, I knew I was gonna marry her like the
From the
second day.
moment you
Like
met
it
her.
was literally at the Skeeters game where I was kind of like,
There you go. Yeah.
you're gonna be my wife. And so I actually emailed the community relations manager for the Skeeters like 4 months in advance.
Hmm.
And I was like, hey, so got this cute girl, right? I'm gonna be sitting with her at this game. I know it's a firework Friday. Is there any way that I could be on the big board right before the fireworks hit? And she was like, duh. Like, come on, let's do
Absolutely.
it. So major shout out to Sally Weir as well. Now Sally Ferris. She made that happen. That was awesome.
Cool,
As I
man.
had all of my family. So my mom, dad, brother, her mom, her stepdad, her best friend, her grandmother, her aunt. What are we at here? 7. So like 8 people that we all knew sitting section 8 across the stadium. And her aunt and grandmother have like platinum blonde hair. So I'm like, please don't look at section 8. I know
Please
you're
don't
gonna
look that
see them
direction.
because, and I mean, so this game went to extra innings.
No way.
I swear on my life. So I'm just sitting here because they get up to move, and I see them kind of move in like inning 8, like middle of the 8th. So I see them move, sweat's starting to drip. As you know, those like gum boxes that are like super oversized, like the plastic case.
Yeah.
So I always used to carry one of those in my back pocket. Now, was I doing it subconsciously to make sure that she didn't realize I had a ring in there one day?
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. But I hid the ring in there. So I was sitting there. I could feel the ring box getting super sweaty. And I was just like, oh no.
Oh God, this
And
is
and so inning 9 hits. It's tied. I'm like, okay, Skeeters, come on. You got like one chance to get this right.
please help me out here.
So I think they went down like 1, 2, 3. I don't even know if they got a runner on base. But I inning 10 hits, bottom of the 10th. They hit a walk off. PA announcer hits the PA, goes, "Hey Caitlin." She looks around like
They're like, who's
like
calling me?
I think Josh has a question for you.
Oh
And I'm like,
no.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool, man.
And then I hit the knee,
And you open the ring and Oh man.
And
Oh,
I'm wearing the exact same outfit from the second day
are you? That's pretty
on
cool.
purpose.
Look at you. You planned it all out, huh?
Oh, 100%. Come on now.
That's awesome, dude.
Methodical.
Again, congratulations, man. I'm happy for
Thank
you
you.
guys. So I'm sure she in total shock, you know.
Oh, yeah. She was not expecting it. As I told her I was going to propose in December. I should have told her. I said, I'm going to propose in December. Just expect it.
Just like it's gonna be Christmas, you know, probably, you know, so we can get this
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. And let me ask you, the family, she never saw the family or anything like that, her family?
So her mom took her out that morning to get
Uh-huh.
her nails done.
Oh,
So how she didn't figure it out, I'm not sure.
hey, listen,
But, I mean, it's
kudos to you
luckily,
and to her mom for that.
yeah.
That's a cool story. That's one of those stories that you're gonna remember. And kudos to the Skeeters for, you know, facilitating that as well. You know,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's what the minor leagues is supposed to be right there. Love
And
it.
the funniest part, it was all recorded, but they got taken down for a walk-up song on YouTube.
No,
Yeah.
that
So that video is currently in YouTube purgatory
because of the song.
because of some AC/DC song that was a walk-up song. Yeah.
Oh, so you gotta wait, huh?
Oh,
Ah,
that
they
was,
couldn't do like no credit or anything like that. It's just no, we're
I
gonna
mean,
go ahead and.
it is what it is.
Well, that's pretty cool. At least you got a video of it, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you got the memories and all that. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
pretty cool. Lifelong Skeeters fans now for sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. 100%. And especially now that they're an Astros affiliate, her family actually works for the Astros.
Oh, wait, they do?
So yeah, it's,
That's pretty
yeah.
cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. You know, there's a lot of Astros fans all over the place, man. Like I said, I like their newest version of their uniforms and all that.
Yeah.
I remember those gold, you know, that star, you know, they used to have. There were some pretty rough years for those uniforms for the Astros.
So my favorite uniform
Hmm.
is the one that everybody is actively trying to forget, which is
With
the Turk Red Star
oh,
with
oh
the
yeah,
year they went to the
yeah,
'05 series. Because
yeah.
that's when I watched the Astros. That's when I was like fixated on the TV with Berkman, Bagwell, Biggio,
Oh
Brad
man.
Lidge, like any one of the Killer Bees, Roy Oswalt. Like that was the era of Astros baseball that almost made me an Astros fan.
Well, you're in, you know, California and Texas. I get it. You know, you spend your whole life there, so
Yeah.
I would understand. I mean, I think it's hilarious that you are a fan of all, you know, of the Browns and the Indians here in Cleveland. You know, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, you're a fan. I've already stated my opinions on the new logo and the new name. What's your thought on them? On the
I'm a fan
Guardians?
if and only if they revamp the logo. As I think they're in an era of where you have 120 minor league teams
Mm-hmm.
and probably 90 to 95 of them have elite tier logos
I agree.
where you've got 4 or 5 different companies that strictly work on logos in Cleveland, whether it be Cleveland Clothing Company, GNV Artwork, uh,
Somebody.
uh, Homage, like
Mm-hmm.
literally any one of those guys that are in the Ohio area.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen GNV Artworks, like
Oh
Guardians
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's it's easily one of the best concepts I've seen.
So you know, there was this whole push on social media for the Indians to work with
Yeah,
GNV, but yeah, I don't know if it
I was a
never,
part of that push.
yeah, it never materialized, you know. I just
As
don't get it. I really
I
don't.
don't understand the the wing G with the baseball. Like I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
It just seems like if I can make it on my machine at work, It
right.
should not be a major league logo.
Listen, and I like I said, it looks like that S they used to make back in middle school with
Yeah,
the they used to connect. That's how it looks. It looked to me.
yeah,
I you know you said that it could be transitioning. You're probably right. It could be like the Dolans eventually are going to probably want to sell the team, so they didn't want to invest too much time or
yeah.
money into it, which it is the Dolan way. So there you go. There's that.
100%. I mean, we have we're back to the Spiders era where we've got two AAA teams responsible in Cleveland.
Yep, there you go. I like
And
it.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're bad because they have a ton of heart,
Oh
but
yeah.
when your combined service time for your 40-man roster is like 6.5 years, and all of it's Jose Ramirez,
Mm-hmm.
you might be in trouble.
Exactly. We'll see. I mean, like you said though, they're a young team. There's been a lot of injuries. To me, I started the season. I thought that they were going to be third at
Yeah,
best in the league, and it still
I don't
could
think
be.
anybody expected Chicago to take off like they did, though.
Yeah. So I thought Minnesota was going to do better, to be
Yeah,
honest. So
I don't think anybody expected Chicago to be 10 games up, though,
true.
above the rest of the division.
That's true. True. So you
Because
have
I mean, that's
400 hats, right? Over
yes.
400. How many like do you have like do you separate them by by sports? How do you categorize them?
So technically, right now, one of those totes that I was showing you,
Yeah.
is minor league and branded hats, and minor league branded and soccer with the beanies, and then the other one is NBA, NFL, and MLB.
Okay. So that's a lot of. Do
But
you own all the MLB teams?
I don't.
No.
I want to own. My ultimate goal is to own at least one affiliate of each minor league team or
Hmm.
major league team, but I don't necessarily have like the drive to own the major league logos. As my
Hmm.
thing is if it's their main logo, I really don't want it. I want
Hmm.
the creative, kooky, like whether it be theme nights or like an alternate logo that they wear on Sundays.
Hmm.
Like I have a Dragons hat somewhere in here that it's the orange and black
Hmm.
Sunday night hat or the Friday night hat.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't. I mean, you can see the Dragons one, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
orange, 47 one. Yeah. I
Yeah.
see it. And the black one.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like for me, the crazier the logo, the better. It's like it's a conversation piece, regardless of if I'm in my store or not.
Yeah.
It's like I'm actually wearing Clippers gear right now.
Yep.
You can see that.
Hmm.
But um, like if it's just like a C, like the Cleveland C,
Hmm.
people don't people are gonna think my name is Chad or something. They're not gonna think, oh, it's for the Indians.
Right.
Like that. My one big pet peeve, and like you can see me stressing out over this, is basic logos.
Hmm.
Like I should not be able, and I don't ever, Lids, first of all, listen. I don't ever recreate logos, but I should not be able to.
Hmm.
I should not be able to recreate your logo that you've put millions of dollars into.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
that, like Danville, and shout out to Austin and Danville crew.
Hmm.
Uh, the Otterbots, I hated it at first. I
Did
know I'm
you?
saying that as their Texas ambassador,
Yeah.
but it grew on me like that. It only took it 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shout out to them because they, the between the Otterbots and the sock puppets, those
yeah,
are my two of my favorite, rebrands that I've seen in the last couple of years. That it's just that you can tell it's fun, it's minor league, right? That's
yes,
what the minor leagues is supposed to be, right? Fun and unique. And I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm with you there. The more unique the hat is, the better it is, right? So the different
yeah,
colors and all that, and that's what that drives me for collecting the hats. That it needs to be something different. That's why I gravitated also towards the Copa hats
Yes. Yeah,
right?
I've got a bunch actually right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this entire row is going to be Copa.
Yep.
And I have that part categorized.
There you go. And like I said, like we were just talking about, it's just it's different, right? And
Yeah.
it's unique, and it's something that it is like I said, unique to their team and their town,
And if
right?
you see me panning this way, it's because I actually have the Autobots hats up there, and like I look at whenever I'm talking about the team.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I have one of their hats. I have their black one with the Autobot logo. I have the
Yep,
black one that had.
I have
So
that
I'm,
one hanging right
shout out
up
to
there.
them. I got the sock puppets. That was the first one that I got, for the Happy League. I mean, that's a whole cool league, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and that
I'll,
is actually a plan for next summer is to go up there.
yeah. Oh man, I'm with you there. I think that's what I was in North Carolina. I was supposed to, go to the sock puppets stadium, but my daughter got sick and all that, so we couldn't stop. So I'm like, oh man, I missed out. But next year, guys, I'll see you guys next year.
She is absolutely adorable, by the way.
Thanks. She
Like
likes making the
absolutely, I
videos,
love the
man.
videos.
She likes making the videos. That's what she does. So um so how this let's talk some ambassador. How did this come about?
So back when Danville Otterbots were the Danville baseball team or the Danville Baseball Club, I'm not exactly sure where they
Yeah.
originated, but they were just a green logo with a black outline.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, hey, so first 50 people from 50 different states, they'll get ambassadorship. And I was just like, all right, this tweet was sent out 5 minutes ago. Let's claim
Right.
it. And I mean, I was already neck deep in minor league. So I mean, I jumped in feet for
Mm-hmm.
or head
There you
first.
go.
And I I was so happy to be a part of something that I could see from the other side this time,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm so used to seeing like the consumer side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when we like so me, Johnny, everybody else from the ambassadors, when we finally kind of figured out who was who, we actually had a Zoom meeting.
No way.
That was like 45 or 50 of us,
Oh wow.
or like probably actually 30 or 35 of us. But it was just kind of shooting the breeze about just different things, where we were from, what our deal was, like what brought us here to
Mm-hmm.
like that moment. And it was really informative. And it's one of those things where like you don't think about that side of the business
Mm-hmm.
until you're there. So we didn't get any inside information in terms of like anything that we could, because obviously legalities and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was really cool to meet the face behind the, like, especially Austin. Austin's so cool.
You
It
know,
was
I gotta give them a shout out. First of all, bald man. We're
yeah,
some two good looking bald man. But the Otterbots did something that's like we were just talking about, right? Attracting the fan and making sure that they are interacting with their fans, right?
yeah.
That ambassadorship, right? That's cool, man. That's you can put that on your Twitter account and say that you are ambassador for whatever state. So that's awesome. Look at that. And right there, yeah, that's right. It says Texas ambassador on your hat. Oh man, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I like
So
that.
they are easily them and the disco turkeys. Because the Carolina disco turkeys actually followed me first. I'm
Yeah.
thinking because of the Otterbot scenario, but I was able to see them go from Carolina acronym baseball
Hmm.
to the Carolina disco turkeys. When I'm like, we're and going back to the Guardians, we're in an era of baseball where anything can be a mascot. It
Absolutely.
doesn't have to make sense.
No.
So like just seeing them come together as a brand, seeing all the merch come out, seeing the fans kind of fall in love with the brand, is I actually so they ran an ambassador challenge to where we would my wife is out there, where we would where we would where we would run a like try to help them increase their follower count.
Hmm.
And one of the people that I got to help or to follow them actually ended up buying like 3 or 4 pieces of their merch, and he
No
wears
way.
it actively. He's one of my brother's friends, like one of my brother's old classmates. So I see him on Facebook all the time wearing the Otterbot stuff.
That's cool. Hey,
So
listen,
it's
that's what it is all about, right?
yeah,
I think the minor leagues have it figured out. That's what it is.
yeah,
They have
easily.
figured out that, the power of social media and marketing to the fullest. That's what it is. Major League Baseball, NFL, even NBA, sometimes they've gotten a little too big, but the minor leagues, they know how to do it. And by far, and think about it. We have hundreds of minor league teams out there, and
Yeah.
they have their own popularity no matter where you are in the country.
Speaking of which, major, major, major shout out to Hunter at the Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
Oh
That
yeah.
dude is by far the most dedicated, besides maybe Austin, most dedicated social media manager I've ever seen in my life, and I appreciate it to the fullest.
There you go.
He is
See,
by far the most dedicated, the most interactive. That dude cares about his job, and it shows.
as long, my man, I couldn't even say it better myself. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You care about what you're doing. It shows when fans gravitate towards the team. That's
Yeah.
what it is. So I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and let's move into our sudden death. Okay, not that serious. Our sudden questions here. Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then obviously you've heard the podcast, so
Yeah.
first thing that comes to your mind. All right. I'm gonna start with, you go to the ballpark. What's the first thing that you buy? What's that food item, that snack that you buy? What is that one?
Hot dog.
Hot dog and a beer. That's
Yeah.
that's the way it should be.
And it should be a local beer.
Well, there you go. Now I was going to ask you. Now you've been to a couple of Skeeter games, so what is their local beer there?
So their local beer is actually I want to say it is a Carbach beer. Because I'm not a huge beer drinker because
Mhm.
I have actually have ulcerative colitis.
Okay,
But when I do go for something, it's got to be a lager because that's
nice.
that's. I mean, I'm not a huge beer drinker at all, but
There
it's
you
got to
go.
be a lager.
All right, cool, love it. All right, mountains or beach?
I would say beach.
Okay,
Depends on the mountain though.
yeah, you're right. I mean, mountains could be nice. All right, so, tacos or burritos?
Soft shell or hard shell?
You tell me.
Burritos.
Burritos, my man. All right. Uh, you threw me. I was like, okay, hard sharp. No, you tell me whichever one you want, my man. Uh, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Uh, Halloween or 4th of July?
4th of July, man. Minor league hats.
There you're right. You're right. They have the. You're absolutely right. Rain or snow?
This is weird because I don't get snow.
You know, unless you come up here.
A light rain. Otherwise, snow.
Got it. Cool. Pancakes or waffle?
Waffles.
Theme park or water park?
Oh, theme park.
Okay. Either calling or texting.
Calling.
Got to have that conversation. Got to talk
Yeah,
to people. That's what it's all
absolutely.
about. Okay. Spring, summer, fall, or winter?
Fall.
It's a good time of the
Yeah.
year. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Going
We
right
got
into
playoffs
playoff
all over the
baseball.
place. Love it. And then football starting. So there you go. All right. And then last but not least, early bird or night owl?
Depends on the day of the week, but typically night owl.
I'm an early riser. I'm up at between 5:30 in the morning. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. I just got to be up early.
Yeah.
All right. So, um, where can people find you on social media?
The Mr. Whip on Twitter.
Mhm.
Uh, other than that, I'm off the grid. I'm a Twitter user and a Twitter user only.
There
I
you go.
use
Hey, it's
Facebook.
all
I
right.
mean,
Twitter's king right now. I like it.
yeah,
You gotta show one hat a day, man. You got over 400, so you got over a year's worth of material right there, my man.
yeah.
I absolutely love it. I want to thank you for coming on. Seriously, this was a lot of fun. I'm going to be putting all the information in there on the list, but seriously, thank you for coming on. And
No problem.
uh, for all of you out there, hit him up on Twitter. All right. All right, guys.
And then support the minor leagues and buy a dad hat.
There you go, my man. I hope you guys enjoy that episode with Josh. He's a good dude. A lot of cool stories, right? That engagement story. I mean, you want to do it, so don't lie. So make sure you give him a follow, okay, guys? Also, a couple of things you guys already know. Make sure you guys are following this site so that way you guys are always up to date on what videos are dropping. Make sure that if you want to do the audio version of the podcast, it is on on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, all of them. So make sure that you're there. Hit subscribe, give it 5 stars so that way go up on the rankings, all right? Until then, keep on grinding and support the minor leagues.